Explosion after explosion tear through a neighborhood. A little girl dies, and now nearly a year later, Atmos wants residents to pay more. It is requesting a $10 million rate hike. Good evening, I'm Cynthia Izaguirre.
I'm John McKay. The blast sparked an unprecedented response. Atmos replacing miles of pipes, closing off street after street in northwest Dallas for weeks. And now, well, it's asking those same people forced out to pay up. Channel 8's David Goins live tonight in the neighborhood where emotions are still pretty raw, David.
Yeah, John, it will likely be months before customers know how much their Atmos bill will go up, but it takes just a few moments to be in a neighborhood where they already have three horrific examples of what happens when there is a natural gas leak for neighbors to say they don't believe they should pay Atmos more. In this northwest Dallas neighborhood, a lot has changed in the last year.
Several people have moved.
But every day, Deanna Ward sees what hasn't.
And I'm always alert to smells.
She lives just across the street from where a home exploded from a natural gas leak last February, killing her 12-year-old neighbor. And then nothing was the same.
It was like we were kicked out of our neighborhood.
Hundreds were displaced, many in hotels, as Atmos cut off leaking natural gas lines and went to work replacing miles of cast iron and steel pipe throughout northwest Dallas.
6 weeks before we had gas again.
Now the public utility is asking to recoup that cost from its customers, proposing to the city of Dallas a $10.1 million increase starting in June, an average of $3 more per customer per month.
Doesn't sound right to me at all.
Deanna Ward isn't alone.
Why does it have to fall all that responsibility back on the ratepayer? Why are they not absorbing some of the losses?
The rate increase request will land in the committee that council member Jennifer Gates chairs later this spring. But she added Atmos should look to its shareholders to absorb the loss from the pipe replacement done in Dallas last year.
When we, as ratepayers, end up having to pay for their mistakes.
This is not my fault, my neighbor's fault. It's not our fault.
Atmos did not provide anyone to speak with us on camera for this story related to the questions about ratepayers and the responsibility of that. They did say in their request that the $20 million they spent on things like hotel, meals, reimbursements for people who were displaced, that is not included in the request. The city of Dallas will take up this rate request later this spring, likely in late April, early May, but the city doesn't have the final answer. That lies with the State Railroad Commission. Live in Dallas, David Goins, Channel 8 News.